Okay, I just had to finish this last note off, and I'm probably not done there, but I just have to finish this last note off because it's the fact being that, you know, even though I can't change much, I know I can still make a difference, and I did make a difference, and I still make a difference. It's the fact being that, if you knew who your ambassador, is, or if you knew who your ambassador was, and you know who your ambassador is, me, NJ to the city, it's more so the fact being that you would know that, trying to again, I literally just said it to myself like 10 seconds ago before I started this video, if not actually 60 seconds ago. Yeah, a minute ago. Etc. It's really the factor of it's like even if it's like if you knew who your ambassador was and you know who your ambassador is not to say that every did I say the world will be wiped clean and new. It's just to say that you would know what the true spirit of Nease is. You would know that you do have somebody that cares for you, someone that's vouching for you, and somebody that you totally could call that will give you support, encouragement, inspiration whenever you need it. Not to say we're always texting back and forth, but you definitely know that you have somebody like myself, in myself, who I am, who is there for you, has your back, and is rooting for you. You would know you have that support system there, etc. And that's why I not only still am the ambassador in this high school, but want to go be the ambassador of more schools. Because it's like saying, even if I'm not there during the day, you still do know that you are loved and cared about because that's what your ambassador did say, etc. And so on. I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm trying to say, and if you don't, I'm trying to explain it again in the most fluent way I can. It's like even if I'm not there during the day, you would still know that you have someone that cares about you, someone that wants you. There's somebody that embodies real school spirit, somebody that is brave and is very super supportive, and somebody that will go out of their way to accommodate you, and somebody that does want to help you, does want to heal you, someone that does look at you as family and is trying for better and for worse, whether from afar, or during the day, to make a way and make this place feel like a home, and you are a part of a school family, etc. If that makes any rational sense, which of course it does. I just don't know if I still phrased it all right, but I think I probably explained it the best way that I could, because that's what I mean about how the fame goes when it comes to the effect of the impact. Is like, if you knew that you had an ambassador, and this is to all the kids at Nease who do not know who I am yet, because once again, you either didn't go to school with the class of 2021, or well, that and yeah, that and you are from Pacetti or any other school around the county that has transferred in, and so on. Because if you do know who I am and you're from Pacetti, it's because of one of a few things. You follow the Snap, you follow the Insta, you follow the YouTube, or you just saw me at a sporting event where the whole crowd went crazy for me, etc. And or you just saw me at a sporting event, period, where I was doing my usual supportive school spirit stuff, cheering on my friends, and you notice that, etc. But that's a big part of what it is. It's like saying, if you knew who your ambassador was, it would just uplift your day just that much more, because you would know that you have somebody there that does embody Nease, that does embody school spirit, that does embody, character counts, that does embody, what, again, school, home, school, family is supposed to be, and so on. Because God bless everybody else who I all the time see on their snaps and instas, who have perfect smiles on their faces with, Nease gear on. God bless your souls. I'm not trying to take anything away from you, but from the time that I went to Nease, I can assure you there's a difference between you really love the school and you're just wearing that stuff because, you're part of the dance team, or you're a part of, clubs and activities and groups and sport teams. No offense to the dance team, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, there's a difference between you actually love the school versus you're just a part of, a part of, of a few of those things that I just named. You know, there's a huge difference between you actually harbor real authentic school spirit in and out of school, die hard for your school, a real patriot for your school, to pioneer a legacy with your school. There's a difference between all that versus you're just wearing this stuff with us, wearing all this this gear with a smile on your face because you're a part of this club, this activity, that sport team, and more. There's a huge underlying difference between it all, a huge underlying difference. And I guess another huge underlying difference would be more so to put another explanation to it. Another other underlying difference would be it's like saying, you have perfect school spirit, when you are, out at these events. You're out at these events, clubs, parties. You get the point. But during the day, during the regular school day, you hate the school. You know nothing about what's going on, and you're just in your own zone, or whatever the case could be. I think you kind of understand the point there, because the difference between me and what I just described was I embodied and still do Nease, VRA, and many other schools. I embody this character, this courage, this patriotism to pioneer, I want to say a legacy, and or to pioneer everything. I embody this every day. Like I literally practice it like a religion. I walk with it, in faith, and I truly am everything that I just described on the positive level of like this. This is what you live, you breathe, you eat, so on and so on. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. There's a difference between everything I just named of being a real proud patriot, diehard for all, for your school, versus you're just wearing this stuff because you're a part of these sections of your school, and then other than that, you know nothing about what's going on in your school, and you don't take all that else, all that other pride in your school. I believe you all understand what I'm saying by now, because I don't think I can explain it any more clearer than that. And it's also, back to the first point I was making about the fame and impact. It's the fact being, if you knew you had an ambassador, if you know who your ambassador was and who your ambassador is, NJ to the city, it's the fact being that it's like, even if I'm not there during the day, you would still know that, Nease does have that supporter, that overhead, that person that isn't completely lopsided, that person that does care about the students, that person that is out here for the right reasons, that does care about your school going experience, someone that does believe in impact and character, someone that actually does care about you as an individual, does want to support you in life, school, and sports, and you actually just have somebody that understands you and does have your back. That would better your school going experience that much better. I know it would, because I already lived it, and it does, and etc. And I also thought to myself within this last 10 minutes, I thought to myself that I can imagine somebody telling me, quote unquote, how to put it, quote unquote, that Nate, you make this school bearable because you know who I am, and my impact and my celebrity fame and my power of influence. You would tell me, quote unquote, that Nate, you make this school bearable. Well, thank you. I don't really want to make it bearable. I really want to make it your safe haven, your safe harbor, your place to grow, thrive, listen, learn, and do stuff. But thank you if I do make Nease Valley or whatever school bearable, because my #1 prime target is just inspire school spirit and do what I can to better you through mentoring you in life, school, and sport. But it's also a factor of this other quote that I came up with back last year, if not the year before that. I came up with this quote that says, "Welcome to Nease High School. It's just better here." I got that literally off of watching SEC. Their slogan that says, "It just means more." Welcome to SEC. It just means more. I got that from that. It just flipped in my mind one day where I thought to myself, "Welcome to Nease High School. It's just better here." And that's exactly the school spirit, let alone another key slogan that Nease needs to embody each and every day. That welcome to Nease High School is just better here. Why? Because we care. We want you to grow, thrive, and succeed. We actually, want to work with you on everything, and we want to support you through everything. Again, everything that I've literally been spitting in this video in the last 2 videos. You get the point. And that's a big part of what it is. I appreciate to anybody out there who does believe that I make the school better, let alone I make the school bearable, because Nease isn't supposed to be bearable. Nice is supposed to be, dare I say, the funnest time of your life, let alone high school in general. It's supposed to be a highlight of your life. It's supposed to be a place that you actually want to go, want to be at, you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to throw. Yeah, you get the point, etc. And it's not supposed to be bearable. It's supposed to be fantastic. It's supposed to be, boomerang, from Cartoon Network. You get the point, It's supposed to be all these great things all wrapped up into one. We're full of characters. We live to help each other accomplish destinies and build testimonies, and flourish with high-rise legacies, if you get what I'm saying there. That's what it's supposed to be. Not just Nease, but VRA and a lot of the schools that I can powerfully, one of a kind, originally, organically name. That's what it's supposed to all be. That's what it's supposed to all be. It's not supposed to be some torture chamber that you never want to go to, and you feel like nobody cares, nobody listens, and everybody's about profit and money and get in their way and making your life miserable. But yeah, that's the point. That's the cornerstone point. If you knew you had an ambassador and you know who your ambassador is, let alone you knew who your ambassador was, NJ to the city. I just had that gut feeling that if you knew all this / you know all that, and let alone if you had met me in person by now, to all school students that have not met me in person by now, let alone all school students that think that Nease is way worse than how I left it, I want you to understand that if I just got this gut feeling, if you knew who I was, and you know the impact that I bring, and you know how I love to hands-on work with people, I want to hear you out. I want to pay my respects to you. I want to honor you. I want to support you. I want to encourage you. I want to be there for you, and I want to work with you. If you knew all that, all those things, how I really am a real friend, your best friend, your big brother, NJ to the city. I got that gut feeling if you knew that you had that support system, even if I'm not there during the day often, let alone, let alone, I have that gut feeling that if you just knew that, if you knew that you had me, let alone you even know who I am, and or someone like me, I just have that, that global figure, NJ to the city ambassador. I just got that gut feeling if you knew that stuff, I just got that gut feeling. If you knew that stuff, ladies and gentlemen, that it might make your school-going experience that much better, because you would know that you do have support, and and so on. Yeah, I really don't think I can explain it any other better than what I have explained it. You would know you have support. You would know you have somebody that cares, and you would know that you're going to get out of here not only alive, but you're going to get out of here with a smile on your face, etc. With dignity, honor, character, and respect. And I want people to understand, there's a lot, especially if you're not there during the day, or especially since I'm not there during the day, you have to understand that, you have to understand, and or often, you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, because if I ever did come back, it would be, during the day, it would be to impersonally donate school supplies or whatever else to a teacher, and so on and so on, and a few other things, that I can God first name, to help out, and so on. You have to understand this. If I ever was there during the day, again, like I really swear to God I want to be, I don't care whether it is as a volunteer, a visitor, a guidance counselor, a teacher, get me in, let me work my magic, let me inspire these kids, and let us raise up Nease culture to the heavens again. Let's be the best darn school in St. Johns County again, etc. Like NF, raise a fist. You get the point. Let's be the pride of St. Johns County again. Let's be the high school again. Let's be the place everybody wants to undeniably go and grow and build their school family, own their school legacy, and live in their school home again. Let's rise up, Nease Nation. Let's be Nease High School again. One republic under God. See why I love myself so much and why a lot of other people love me? Etc. Yeah, you get the point, all that stuff would happen if I was there during the day, because again, there's a lot of kids to get to know. A lot of AW, but I'm okay with it. What do you think got me famous to begin with? I went out of my way to meet all these kids from all these different departments, sectors, arts, crafts. I don't care. Drama department. I went out of my way. I met everybody. I had those conversations, and we moved fluently about the cabin. God bless NJ to the city. More coming soon.